Happy New Year, guys. I'm glad that we're all able to make it here into 2026. So grateful for all the lessons 2025 taught us, and 2026 is hopefully going to get better and more exciting. So since the year began, everybody's talking about starting over with their New Year resolutions, their goals and all that. So today I basically want to talk about what nobody tells you about starting over. I feel like starting over is often romanticized. People talk about fresh starts as if they are exciting. They make it sound like you wake up one day, make a new decision, and everything feels okay, new and hopeful. But the truth is that starting over is one of the hardest things a person can do, and nobody really talks about what it entails, the toll it takes on you as a person. So if you're starting over emotionally, mentally, financially, in a new place, in a new season, this video is for you. And I feel I'm in a very good position to talk about this subject because about 2 years ago, I left my family, my friends, and everything that I've known for years, and decided to move to Canada to start over. And I'd say that it hasn't been easy. There are expectations that haven't been met, the challenges that I didn't expect to face and all that. So I think I am in a very good position to talk about this subject. So let's dive right into it. I think the first truth people don't talk about is that starting over feels isolating. For instance, you leave familiar people, routines, and environments that you've known for so many years to start all over. And even if those things were not good for you, they were things that you've known for a long time. And now you are in a space where nobody really knows you yet. You don't even fully recognize yourself anymore because everything feels brand new. So that is where the isolation comes in. And the loneliness you feel is not because you made the wrong choice, but it is because you are transitioning. So just know that before starting over feels liberating, it's going to feel lonely at a point. Another truth that people don't really talk about when it comes to starting over is that you grieve what you left behind, even if it was necessary. I know this part confuses a lot of people because most of the time there's something that you've left in your life that you know in your heart of hearts that this thing was necessary, it was the right move to make, but you still end up missing that thing some way, somehow. And these feelings usually happen when you are starting over from a relationship, a career, or a relevant phase of your life. You suddenly feel that sadness or nostalgia because I don't know how it happens, but occasionally you would realize that there's something about that past thing that you tend to crave for. But I mean, it is not something to feel guilty about when you start missing those things, because grief does not necessarily mean you want that thing back. It is just about honoring something that once mattered to you. So when it gets to the point where you are grieving, it doesn't necessarily mean you have regret over losing that thing. It just means closure is happening, and that is one vital thing you need to move on to the next stage of your life. So when you start over, it will make you question yourself a lot of times. That is when the self-doubt is the loudest. You would be asking yourself, am I making the right decision? Am I going to fail again? Am I too late? You ask yourself all sorts of ridiculous questions, because most of the time the progress is slow at the beginning. So when it happens that way, the confidence is also minimal. But here's the thing, starting over doesn't come with constant reassurance, right? Confidence is built after action, not before it. So you first of all have to start, and then we can talk about the confidence. You cannot be confident when you've not even started. It doesn't work like that. Because let me even use this YouTube channel as an example. Before I started it, I had so many reasons why it wasn't good enough. And even sometimes before I put out a content on something, I have so many reasons why it is not good enough. But sometimes some of these videos are the ones that get a lot of engagement. So sometimes you can't just sell yourself short. You have to make the move first, and then you can critique it afterwards. So anytime the self-doubt comes up, just know that doubt doesn't mean you are failing. It just means you're doing something unfamiliar. And when you're trying new things, there's a tendency for you to doubt yourself. It's normal. Nobody tells you this. Starting over doesn't start at a pace of motivation. It starts at a pace of rebuilding. Usually when you are starting over, you are expecting quick wins, right? You want everything to blow immediately. But instead, you are learning again, adjusting again, being patient all over again. And sometimes it can feel very discouraging because you want everything to be like this and it is going slowly. It can be very frustrating. Oh my goodness. Just know that slow progress isn't wasted time. It is a foundational work. You are just building your foundation. And once the foundation becomes solid, you shouldn't be worried about the rest of the building. When you start over, most people are not going to understand your new chapter. Most people are going to ask, why did you leave? Why are you starting over? Wasn't that risky? They are going to ask you all those questions. But most of the time, a lot of people are not comfortable with change, especially when it reminds them of things they haven't faced yet. So you should expect some negative energy. It doesn't mean you are not doing something right. At the end of the day, you don't need validation from people who are not walking your path. You understand your vision better. When you closed your eyes and you were having your dreams of what you wanted to do, they weren't there with you. They don't understand your vision better than you do. The tough part about starting over is the part where you have to be humble all over again. Starting over requires humility. So if you are not humble, you cannot start over. Starting over often means being a beginner all over again. I can really relate to this one too, especially when it comes to career. I know where I was career-wise before I got here, and I had to start all over from scratch, right? So I know I know what it means when you have to bring yourself down to some levels just so you can rise again. When it gets to this point, you should be ready to ask for help, learning from scratch, and accepting where you are. I remember when I completed my master's degree. That was how many years ago? That was about 7 years ago. Yeah. This makes me feel like an old woman. Yeah. So I completed my master's degree in 2019. That was about 7 years ago. When I submitted my thesis for my master's degree, I was like, I'm done. I'm done with anything schooling. Like, I'm done. I don't think I want to do anything schooling. But I got here and I had to take new courses because if I don't upgrade myself, I would be stuck at the bottom, and that is not where I want to be. So it just buttresses my point about learning again. Like when it gets to that point, you'd have to break some rules that you've set for yourself. Some things that you've said that I'm not going to do this again, I'm not going to do that again. You end up doing it again because you have no other option. That is the only way you'd be able to get to the place that you want to get to. And it just taught me that humility isn't weakness, it's courage. Once you are willing to start over, it just means that you are choosing growth over ego. And now the quiet reward that nobody talks about. When you start over, it helps you meet a stronger version of yourself. One day you just wake up and realize that you trust yourself more, you are more patient with yourself, and you are even more grounded. And all these things happen not because life became easier. It happened because you became stronger as a person. So yeah, starting over doesn't change your circumstances. It changes who you become. And just bear in mind that the strongest versions of you are always built slowly. I've been doing a lot of scrolling on social media lately, and I just admire how a lot of people are talking about starting over, trying to invest better in this new year. They are going to have more audacity in this year and a whole lot of things. So if you are starting over right now, I just want you to hear this. You are not behind, you are not weak, and you are not starting from zero. You are starting from experience. Everything might look uncertain now, but clarity only comes after movement, after you've made the first move. So I just want you to take one day at a time, be gentle with yourself, and trust that this version of your life will one day or will eventually make sense. Because sometimes starting over is not the end of the story. It is actually the beginning of the life you are meant to live. So thank you for sticking with me to the end of this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and hit that subscribe button if you've not done that already. Until I come your way again next time, it's bye for now.